The Brewers just lost 3 games versus the Giants this week because of bad defense, which caused manager Pat Murphy to call a team meeting where he said, quote, "This was the worst defense I've seen over the past 10 years I've been part of this team." So why was the defense so bad? I counted 7 errors that added up to 5 huge runs over these games. So we're going to break it all down and make sure you stay until the end because the last one is truly insane. We're going to start with game 1 that was on Monday. The Brewers have a 2-1 lead here. There are no outs, runners on first and second. You're hoping for a double play ball here. That would be amazing. So it's a ground ball over to third. Bit of a slow throw over to second base. Can they get the runner at first? Oh no, the ball gets away and the run comes home to score. Lot to unpack here. It looked like a bit of a slow throw from Durbin over at third base. It seems like he didn't have a great grip on it, but still you're able to get the out at second base. Nice turn by Brice Turang at second. But look at Rhys Hoskins. He just drops it here. One thing I want to point out, they teach first basemen to keep your weight back on your back leg, and then you sort of pivot your front foot to where the ball is going. But we can see Hoskins has already committed his foot to basically going straight forward, and then when the ball carries a little bit to his right, he's not able to make the necessary adjustment to go get that ball. So that is definitely an error on Rhys Hoskins, and because of that, the run is able to come home to score. So the very next play, that runner is on first, the double play is still intact, you have a chance to get out of this. Ground ball over to second, and it's bobbled by Turang. He gets it to second base, but no double play. Now, no other run scores this inning, but I just want you to file this away. Turang was a Gold Glove second baseman last year, and he misplays that grounder. So I just want you to remember that. Okay, on to the 7th inning of this game. The Giants are now up 3-2, but the Brewers are trying to keep it close. Again, you've got a runner on first with 1 out. This is a perfect double play ball opportunity. Ground ball over to third, it's fielded. The throw is a little high. Turang gets the out, and he is safe at first base. This is a tough play, so this is starting to nitpick a little bit. But we can see it's not a great throw by Durbin. You can see how far Turang has to reach to catch that, and Adames beats out that throw by a hair. If that throw is on the money by the third baseman, they probably turn it. If the throw is a little faster to the second baseman, then they probably turn that double play. But of course, on the very next at-bat, Jung Hoo Lee's going to crush this pitch into the gap, and that runner that should have been out at first now comes all the way around to score, making it 2 runs you can charge the defense in that game. And guess what? The Brewers end up losing by 2. So already the Brewers infield is seeming a little shaky, but game 2 is about to really escalate things. So this game is on Wednesday. The Brewers are down 2-0 here. You've got runners on first and third with 1 out. Again, perfect chance for a double play. Ground ball over to second base, and Turang totally boots it. Oh no! Both runners are safe, and the run scores. This is almost exactly identical to his play the other day. It's a backhand by Turang, except this time he's slightly over the ball. That double play should have gotten them out of the inning, but the run scores. Okay, fast forward 2 batters later. It's first and second with 2 outs. Ground ball up the middle to the shortstop. Fielded cleanly. The throw to first gets away again. Oh my goodness. Another run comes home to score. This is a nightmare inning for the Brewers. Ortiz fields that cleanly, but the throw goes wide, and we can actually see Hoskins has made the adjustment. You can see how he's actually stepping towards the ball. The throw was just way too wide by Ortiz, and the ball skitters away. Another run comes home to score for the Giants. So again in this game, the defense cost them 2 runs, and the Brewers lose 4-2 again. That is 2 games in a row now where the infield makes some costly mistakes, which brings us to game 3, and we've got 2 errors here. One is questionable, and the other is straight up egregious. So it's the bottom of the 8th. The Brewers are clinging to a 1-run lead. You've got runners on second and third with 1 out. The Brewers are going to bring the infield in. If you haven't heard of that before, the infielders are all going to come to the edge of the grass. So if it's a ground ball hit to any of the infielders, they can make a quick throw to home plate to try to stop that runner from scoring. And that's exactly what happens. Ground ball to second base. Here comes the throw home, and he is safe at home. There is a lot going on here, so let's quickly break it down. So the first thing I want to point out, this runner that's on third, this is Tyler Fitzgerald. He's one of the fastest players in the league. So if you get a slow bouncer to you as an infielder, you're probably not going to get Fitzgerald. So that's the first thing to keep in mind. In my opinion, from the way this ball came to Turang, he should have just gone to first to get that out. The announcers made a good point. The first bounce looks like it's going to be speeding towards Turang, but the second bounce just sort of dies, and you can see now he has to reach down to get it. By the time he's able to get back in a good position to throw, it's already too late. Fitzgerald is too fast. But they go home, the run scores, everybody's safe, it's still 1 out. And on the very next at-bat, here comes that fly ball. Is it going to be a sac fly? Oh my goodness, no. No, Yelich. No. This is a nightmare. We can see exactly what Yelich was doing. On this fly ball, Yelich is thinking to himself, am I going to be able to make this throw home? It's going to be a bang-bang play for sure, but then he takes his eye off the ball and he just completely drops it. Kind of reminds me of Aaron Judge's drop in the World Series last year, honestly. So we can already see Turang's decision-making spilling over into that play. If you get that second out, then that's an easy catch for Yelich. He doesn't have to worry about the throw home. But because it's one out, now Yelich is overthinking, and then he drops the ball. So that last run should not have scored, and of course the Brewers end up losing by 1 run, and that makes it 3 games in the same series they lost because of poor defense. What a nightmare series for the Milwaukee Brewers.